like a plank of wood. The procession lacks dignity, the ibises unbalanced by their fourth companion, his head and suit mismatched, his pace out of step with theirs. Willow had wanted him to be with her and her mother, and she was fairly sure her mother wanted the same thing, but her father had insisted. Just as on the day of the funeral, he's so stricken with grief he can hardly walk. Just as on the day of the funeral, Willow thinks how much better it would have been if her father had been in the pew with them. Then she glimpses her sister's head, which is also her own head, sees the face they've both been wearing and looking into since before they came into the world, and wonders in panic, is it me they're burying today? Or is it her? Which of us is still alive and which of us is dead? What if I'm not Willow at all? What if I'm Laurel and I don't know it? What if she thinks she's me? What happens then? The three ibises and her woodpecker father reach the front of the church and lay Laurel down on the altar. It's been swept clean of crosses and candlesticks, and covered in a sheet of thick blue-tinged plastic that blurs the gold thread embroidery of the altar cloth beneath. The ibises step back and melt away. She will not see them again. This is the first sign. Wake up, Willow thinks. Wake up. This is your last chance. Do it. Do it now, right now. Wake up. Wake up. And she's not sure if she's talking to her twin or herself. She knows what's coming next because she's had this dream before. The congregation, each wearing their bird heads, stand, slowly and effortfully, as if they're wading through water. She doesn't want to join them, but this is a dream, and she's given no choice. She wants to hold her mother's hand, but her mother is just ahead of her now, second in the long chain of people that's forming up behind her father, whose bright streak of red feathers glow like a beacon in the spray of sunlight, shooting through the window to splash across Laurel's closed, silent face. This is the second sign. Wake up, Willow thinks. This is a dream. You don't need to stay here. Wake up and get out of here. None of this happened. You don't need to be here. It's only a dream. She closes her eyes, fierce and tight. When she reopens them, she can feel the rustling that comes from the excited agitation of the thousands of tiny feathers covering the bird heads of the congregation. They've begun to clack their beaks in anticipation. This is the third sign. The minister stands behind the altar, behind Laurel's body, and raises her hands in blessing. Her father, the first in the queue, the head of the family, she supposes, mounts the 3 shallow steps to the altar, raises his hands for a moment in imitation of the minister, then bends from the waist and plunges his head down, 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 into the soft, cold belly of his daughter. When he turns his face to the waiting congregation, his beak and feathers are covered in blood. No, Willow thinks. This isn't what happened. I won't let this be what happens. This is a dream. I won't let it happen. Her mother next, stepping up to the altar with quick steps, soaring on a wave of air created by the swift, eager movements of those who wait behind, as if instead of clapping their hands, the congregation are urging Willow's mother onwards by moving their arms like wings. The gesture of blessing, the dip, the pause. Her mother's face, birdy and bloody. Willow should take her place at the altar now, but she's not wearing a bird head. The vicar bundles her over to one side, a swift, kind gesture that nonetheless has the seeds of exasperation in it, as if Willow is a small child refusing to leave her offering at the harvest festival, or clutching stubbornly to her small silver coin for the collection plate. Helpless and sick, Willow tries not to look as, one by one, the congregation take their turn at the sacred feast, each bird in its turn, the raptors and the seed-eaters, and the water-birds, the ones who hunt and the ones who strip the carcasses, and the ones who live on honey and nectar, each dipping their faces and raising them again, eager but not impatient, knowing there'll be enough for everyone. Stop, she thinks. She wants to scream her thought aloud, but her throat and mouth are stopped by a mighty weight that she doesn't dare try to push aside. In this dream, she's always voiced.